Hey, this is Jeff from the Icebox Radio Theater, and we'll get on with the show in just a second. But I wanted to come on first and very briefly let you know about our brand new Patreon page. Now, Patreon is a relatively new crowdfunding source that's designed specifically for podcasters or bloggers or YouTubers, folks who create regular content online. It's a great opportunity for us to learn to budget a little bit more sensibly, shall we say, and it's a great opportunity for you to show a little financial love to all the great content providers that you watch or listen to or read online all the time. To find us, just go to Patreon, that's patreon.com, and search for Radio Icebox. Or even simpler, go to our website, iceboxradio.org, and look for the Patreon link. It's right across the top of the page there in the announcement bar. And now, on with the show.
Following audio drama is rated PG for parental guidance.
Frozen Frights. New Audio's theater of suspense and terror. Now on Icebox Radio.
Excuse me, miss.
I know. Just a sec.
We will be taking off momentarily. Could you please turn your cell phone off?
Just let me try and get her one more time.
Ma'am, I need you to...
A minute ago, it was Miss.
Miss, I need you to turn your cell phone off now.
I know. We're taking off.
Your phone can interfere with the plane's navigation system.
Turning it off now.
Thank you.
Hello, Lena.
Barb, just a second.
What?
Okay, I just had to wait for the Nazi stewardess to move away.
Stewardess? Where are you?
I'm heading up to the family cabin for a couple days. Barb, I got it.
You're leaving town?
Just for a couple of days. I'll be back in a week. 2 weeks tops.
How can you do the ghostwriting job if you're out of town? I told you the guy wants to meet you first.
I don't need the ghostwriting job.
Darling, as your manager and the person who balances your checkbook, you really do.
No, I've got it. A supernatural romance.
What's a supernatural romance?
My next book.
Okay, let's hear it.
It's a work in progress.
Lena?
Give me a week, maybe 3, and I'll have all the details for you.
Lena, the publisher had tried you to get you to do a supernatural romance for months.
I know.
If you pretend it was all your idea, you'll look like an idiot.
But wait until they see the book.
And what do you live on in the meantime? Look, get off the plane, come home, and meet with the guy. You can do this ghostwriting job in your sleep. And at least the mortgage on that monstrosity by the lake will be paid for a few months.
Don't talk about Elderwild that way.
And would you quit referring to it as Elderwild? It's a McMansion in a gated community.
It's eccentric. People like eccentric authors.
People like successful eccentric authors. I'm sorry.
No. It was good for me to hear it. It was good for me to know who's on my side.
Lena?
You're fired, Barbara.
You fire me every month. Come home and do the ghost job.
No, too late. We're pulling away from the gate.
Lena, just come home. You can find work.
I can find plenty of work with another manager. Goodbye.
Ma'am, please.
It's off already.
The Icebox Radio Theater presents Footprints.
Wood stove's hot. I figured you'd want the cabin warm.
Yes, thank you.
And that broken window in the bathroom, got that fixed too.
There was a broken window in the bathroom?
Oh, bird flew into it last July.
I never heard about that.
It's in the report I sent it September.
Oh, I guess I didn't see that. My manager handles those things.
Be kind of nice to have some company. We don't get a lot of guests up here in the winter.
Well, what was your name again?
I'm Skeeter.
Skeeter. I'm going to be working most of the time, and I'd rather not be disturbed.
What are you going to do for food?
What?
Food. You got a hot plate and a microwave over there? Oh, but no groceries. You're welcome in my cabin for dinner anyway.
That's very generous.
Or maybe breakfast, eh?
I'm sorry.
I'm just joshing you. Don't worry, Skeeter knows not to bother the guests.
I am not a guest. This is my property.
Yeah.
The cabin has been in my family for generations.
Well, the cabin is, yeah.
What?
I say the cabin is. The sale with your father was real clear. I got the land and the right to develop. You and your family got this cabin in perpetuity. You can use it whenever you want. And you're welcome to use the swimming dock and the boat launch and all the rest. In the summer, I mean. Not much use for it this time of the year.
The cabin is mine.
That's right. But it sits on my property. Don't worry about it. You're up here so seldom, I don't mind thinking of you like one of my guests.
Thank you.
I mean, it gets pretty lonely up here.
I'll be working most of the time.
Yeah, we all like privacy too, don't we?
Yes, please.
Don't mention it. Least I could do. I never could have afforded this property if your dad hadn't worked with me on the price. Oh, how is he, by the way?
Well, the same. He needs full-time care now.
Yeah, my ma came down with the Alzheimer's. But take my advice and keep visiting. They have good days, you know.
Yes.
So what's it to be this time? An abandoned mine? An old ghost town?
What?
Your book. What's it going to be about? I never miss one, you know.
You read my books?
Yeah. Well, see, when your dad sold to me and I found out you were a writer, I checked one out from the library. Rebecca's Son and the Hot Air Balloon, I think it was.
Huh, that's an old one.
Third in the series. How many are there anyway?
37.
37? Oh, think of that. Anyway, I had a couple of young nieces at the time, so I started buying them Rebecca's Son novels for Christmas and birthdays. They got sick of hearing how the author's cabin was right next to mine. I guess when the nieces grew up, I kind of kept buying them.
Oh, well, thank you.
A little weird, I know. An old lumberjack like me reading books meant for little girls. But a good read is a good read. That's what I say. Speaking of which, I brought you something from the lodge. Look here.
Oh, thank you.
What's the matter? You don't recognize it?
It's a typewriter.
Sure, but it's not just any typewriter. Come on. You really don't recognize it? It belonged to your grandpa. I guess he used to sit at that table there and type letters and such. When I bought the land from your dad, he asked if I wanted it. I said sure. It's just been sitting on a shelf since we got a computer 10 years ago. I figured you worked on the laptop too, but yeah, make a nice table piece.
I remember.
What's that?
I said I remember. I remember him sitting at the table typing on this.
So what's it going to be this time? Your book, I mean.
Well, actually, the book I'm working on won't be a Rebecca Son novel.
Oh, really? I didn't know you wrote anything else.
Yes. Well, I haven't before, but the last couple of books haven't really sold very well.
Oh, so the kids don't want to read about little girls solving mysteries.
I guess not.
That's a shame. Still, 37 books, you're probably set for life.
Is anyone ever really set for life?
Well, you know what you could do?
What's that?
Have Rebecca grow up. She's been 11 for years now. How about making her 16 and a looker? You add a little sex to anything and it'll sell better, won't it?
That's what they say.
Well, I mean, if it were me, I'd give her a boyfriend. Maybe trouble with the boyfriend. She has to solve the mystery or else he's going to go with another girl. Throw in a scene or two in the backseat of a car.
Actually, this new book will not be a Rebecca Son novel.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be a supernatural romance.
Oh, you know this property has quite a lot of history.
What?
This part of the shore, it has quite a lot of history for supernatural stuff. Your dad ever tell you the story of Royal Mather?
No.
Huh, that's funny, because it all happened right here.
What are you talking about?
Oh, boy, I can't believe your family has this cabin all those years and never heard the story of Royal Mather. The boys' camp across the lake has told that story forever.
Who's Royal Mather?
The ghost. Story goes in 1906. Royal Mather was a miner in these parts. Gold had been discovered, you know.
I did know that, yes.
Right. So Mather builds a cabin not far from here with his first big stake. Then he heads down to Duluth and comes back with a wife, Caroline her name was. And she was a hellcat. They fought all the time, and she stepped out on him, too. Story goes that one cold winter's night, Mather comes home to find the cabin empty. So he goes from cabin to cabin, all around this part of the shore, looking in windows. Sure enough, he finds his wife with some old lumberjack, takes a butcher knife and just goes at him. They said they had over 100 stab wounds each. Then, when he tires out, he realizes what he's done and takes the knife to his own throat. They didn't even try to save that particular cabin. There was too much blood. Just burned it to the ground. No one's exactly sure where it was. Well, hell, if any one of us could have built on the same spot and not known it. But that's the scary part. You know why?
Why?
Because they say that on cold winter nights you can still hear Royal Mather walking from cabin to cabin, checking in the windows for his lady fair and her lover. And some say he's still carrying that knife.
That's some story, Skeeter.
You think? Maybe I should be a writer.
Maybe you should. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Oh, of course. I'll let you settle in.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. And Lena.
Yes?
Don't hesitate now. You want a little company, just let me know. It gets cold and lonely up here. Okay?
Okay.
There's a card on the mantle with my cell. Call if you need anything.
Thank you.
Knock, knock. Hello? Hello?
Skeeter, I said... oh.
Hello there.
I'm sorry?
For what?
Can I help you?
I just saw the door open and thought I'd check in. Not normal to have the door open in February.
Well, it's nearly 30 degrees out.
Yes.
Well, it's too warm to work in here with the wood stove going. I had to balance things out somehow, and... I'm sorry, who are you again?
Oh, Ben. Ben Smith.
Ben Smith?
That's what I said.
You work for Skeeter?
Who? Oh, you mean the caretaker. No, I'm a guest.
Oh, I didn't know there were going to be any other guests this week.
Well, I just arrived, up from the cities for a long weekend.
It's Tuesday.
Like I said, a long weekend. And you are?
Look, Mr. Smith, I'm really sorry, but I came up to the cabin to work, and things are flowing well, so if you
I understand. Just thought I'd stick my head in when I saw the door open. Maybe we could head into town for some dinner?
What?
Dinner? Oh, I'm sorry. Did you come up with someone?
No.
Well, then dinner. You don't work all night, do you?
No, but... No, thank you. I'm fine.
That's a nice old typewriter. Hey, is that a novel?
Please don't look at it.
I write novels.
How nice for you.
It's just a sideline. It keeps me sane. I used to be really serious, but I took this job at a call center to pay the bills and then never left. They made me manager a couple of years back, and, well,
I don't mean to be rude, but could you
I know. When it's going good, it's going good. What's wrong?
Sorry?
Your face just now. What is it? You know, I really am a writer, or was. I even got into the Iowa workshop one year.
Really?
A long time ago. That was kind of a mistake, though. I was never into that great American novel crap. I wanted to write horror novels, be the next Stephen King. Now the only thing anyone reads is young adult stuff.
Yes.
So are you published?
Yeah. No, I'm not.
Well, good luck with that then. It's almost impossible now except on that damn Kindle. I put a collection of short stories up on that thing, and guess how many I've sold? Guess.
I don't know, 100?
Oh, you're funny. 7. It's been up there for 2 years, and I've sold a grand total of 7 copies. Another 7, and I'll almost have enough to get a $25 royalty check.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If you're not already published, you might as well give up, or just give it away on a blog. Publishing is this tiny, tiny club, and they are currently not taking on new members, you know?
Yes.
So what's wrong, really?
I'm sorry?
I'm pretty good at reading faces, and when I asked if it was flowing good just now, your eyes said it wasn't.
I don't understand.
It's not going good, is it? I mean, I stuck my nose in, and you were typing away, but that doesn't always mean it's going good. Sometimes it's just typing, as Mr. Capote once said.
Well, I don't like it.
You mean the book?
I hate it, as a matter of fact. I'm trying to write about zombies
No.
What? They're very hot right now.
And they've been hot for a very long time. There's no way that train keeps going much further. You have to find the next big thing.
And what's that?
If I knew that, do you think I'd be working at a call center? Look, if you want my advice and you're looking to break in, don't try and break new ground. Go with the tried and true.
But zombies are
Zombies
definitely...
are not tried and true. They're a fad. Just like vampires and werewolves. You want something that'll never go out of style? You need the supernatural. Ghost stories.
Ghosts aren't old-fashioned, in your opinion?
You want to know the difference between a ghost and a zombie? No one believes zombies are real, but thousands of people believe in ghosts. It's that little piece of reality gets under their skin, keeps them interested.
I see.
Well, I see you have a lot to think about. 7 for dinner?
What?
I'm just kidding. Don't mind me. But seriously, if you do want to decompress for a little, just knock on my door. I'm in cabin 1 down by the lodge. We'll go into town. I know this funky old bar that makes pretty good pizza.
Uh-huh. The Border Bar. I know it.
Sure. It's famous, right? Just think about it. You want this door open?
No. It's cooled off enough. Thank you.
Don't mention it, Lena.
Thank you. Oh, wait.
What is it?
I never told you my name.
Yeah, I kind of asked Skeeter. Well, good luck.
Wait, creepy little... Ugh. Still, he's not wrong. Ghost story. Yeah. Something that hasn't been done before. Yeah, good luck with that, Lena. Woman on the bridge, vengeful ghost, lost love. Vengeful, yeah. Royal Mather. Come in. Hey, big surprise.
What?
Big surprise. It's Ben, right? Get in here. It's cold as a witch's whatever.
Yeah, hey, I was just stopping by to see if you'd like to go get that pizza. Hey, what's that?
What do you think?
Sounds like someone's written something.
You want a little wine? Gotta have it camping style.
What's camping style?
In strange glasses. You want the mason jar or the little tin cup?
Little tin cup, I suppose?
What are you, my sorority sister? mason jar for you, buddy.
Okay. Looks like you've already started the party.
Oh, yeah, and you know why?
Why? Cheers.
Cheers.
Why?
Why what? Oh, yeah, the party.
You don't drink a lot, do you, Lena?
I started the party, Benji, because I have written something decent.
That's so.
Yes, and let me tell you something that is pretty darn rare these days. Decency is in short supply, both in morals and in literature. But that stack of lovely white paper is actually pretty decent.
I believe you. After all, anyone who wrote the Rebecca Sun series couldn't be all bad.
Yeah. Oh. I told you I was unpublished, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh. Well, I was embarrassed.
By what?
I don't know. You were talking about the Iowa workshop and,
Wait now. You were embarrassed by me?
Maybe.
Don't be. You're a published author. I was just a hack. I don't even write anymore, hardly.
How did you find that out anyway, about my little white lie?
They have Wi-Fi here, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And seriously, why were you embarrassed?
Oh, I don't know. I'm up here trying to do something different, trying to catch up to things. 10 years ago, Rebecca's son bored me to tears. But she was paying the bills. Lord, she was paying the bills. Funny thing is, my manager actually encouraged me to try something different back then. But I said no. I had to write another Rebecca Sun novel. And then another one. And then another one. There were medical bills and mortgages. Now it's 10 years later, the stupid things don't sell anymore, and I'm playing catch-up with a bunch of kids that have piercings and wear black makeup. That's what they look like now, The authors. Pale boys with tattoos, packing them in for signings with their heroine chic attitudes. How did everything get so dark?
I don't know.
Me neither. I just wanted to write the books that I wanted to read, Trixie Belden, Nancy Drew. You want to read it? It's a ghost story about revenge and lost love.
Maybe we should go get that pizza first, huh? Some food will do you good.
I don't want to go to town. I'd just make a fool of myself if we went to town. I'd much rather make a fool of myself right here.
I don't follow.
You see this? This is the beginning in more ways than one, Benji. Double meaning. That's what they call it at the Iowa Writers' Workshop, right?
Sure.
It's chapter 1 of a new book and of a new life. No more formulas, no more writing the same plot over and over. Do you have any idea how many times Rebecca's son solved the mystery by figuring out a secret code? All bets are off, Benji. I'm doing things different from now on.
On second thought, maybe you need to lay down.
Good idea. Join me.
Lena?
Come on, Ben. Why else were you poking your nose in here?
Well, maybe I really wanted company for dinner.
Well, I feel like celebrating, and I don't feel like pizza. Are you gonna join me or not?
Well, when you ask like that. Morning, sunshine.
Good Oh.
Ooh, little headache this morning?
Shut up, please. Just be quiet.
Okay.
Where am I?
You are in cabin 1, my cabin.
What time is it?
I don't know. It's light out, though.
Oh. How did I get
Well, we came down to my cabin last night because you ran out of wine.
Oh.
You okay?
Look, I don't do this.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I never do this. I don't even know you.
That's true, mostly.
Oh, I'd been under so much stress, and that first chapter came out pretty good. At least I think it was pretty good.
It's good.
You read it?
Yeah. Well, at one point you were in the bathroom, and, so I read it. I hope that was okay.
What do you think?
Well, it's a good first section. I don't understand why you had to brutally murder the girl named Rebecca, but it's a good start.
There's a girl named Rebecca?
Totally unlikable, too. It was good that you killed her off, but the murder scene just went on and on.
Oh.
But that business about the footprints, that's great. It's so creepy how your heroine just kept finding footprints under her window. Someone's peeking in, and we don't know who. That's really creepy stuff. Every woman's nightmare, right?
Yeah.
Hey, where are you going?
Oh, I want to get back, shower and everything.
Well, I put in some provisions. There's bacon and eggs in there. I could fry us up some.
Yeah, no, I'm really not much of a breakfast person.
Just coffee then?
No, thank you.
All right, I get it. 2 ships that pass in the night.
I guess.
Well, take my advice. Don't feel guilty.
Okay.
We all do this at some point or another, and you hit the lottery as far as partners are concerned. I'm tested regularly. I always use protection, and I'm not going to show up at your door all moon-faced saying how I can't live without you.
You're tested? What do you mean?
Tested. I have to be. Between you and me, there's a little wifey at home that doesn't need to be making any extra trips to the doctor, if you catch my drift. Call center's insurance is a joke.
Wait, you're married?
Oh, don't tell me.
You're married?
Lena, please. I didn't even take off my ring.
What is that supposed to mean?
It's supposed to mean you knew exactly what you were getting into, so save me the schoolgirl act. 2 ships that pass in the night. Remember?
I was drunk. You took advantage of me.
You weren't that drunk.
Still, it's... Ben, this is wrong.
Yeah, I know. But it happened. I had myself a pretty good weekend at the cabin already, and it's only Wednesday.
I need to go.
I'll be here all week, just in case you need more literary advice.
I don't...
Well, either come up with your witty bon mot or close the door. You're letting all the heat out.
Oh, stupid, selfish... Shower. I need a shower. What were you thinking? Stupid. Now he's gonna be there all week thinking... What? What is that?
Hey there, good morning. You're up early.
Skeeter, did you walk around the cabin this morning?
What?
Look over there.
What am I looking at?
There, that window. There's a pair of footprints in the snow under the window of cabin 1. Were you peeking in?
Cabin 1? Oh, wait, no.
Were you peeking in that window?
Why would I be peeking in someone's window?
The usual reason.
Look, Mr. Rowlands probably walked around the cabin for some reason.
Who is Mr. Rowlands?
The guest in cabin 1.
Oh.
And I do not peek in windows. Go look around your cabin. You ain't gonna see a footprint anywhere near it. And besides, I got these here Carhartt boots. They put the company logo right in there in the sole rubber. Every footprint I make leaves their name behind in the snow. You go look at those footprints and see if you can read anything.
Well, you could have other boots.
You're just lucky that your father and I have an understanding. 'Cause I don't need to take this from you. Accusing me of peeking in windows when you're obviously coming back from Mr. Rowland's cabin at 7 in the morning.
What? I never...
Oh, don't bother. You're hungover and wearing the same clothes you had on yesterday. Now, I got a strict policy. What my guests do is their own business so long as they don't disturb anyone else. But if you're going to go around accusing me of things, well, I can make trouble for you. I got a lawyer friend says I can make a claim for rent on that cabin.
My father built that cabin.
All right, but he sold the land under it to me. That cabin sits on my property. And I can claim rent for the property rights. Retroactively, you understand? 17 years ago he sold me that land. That might add up to quite a big check if I ask for my property rights now. So you think of that before you go accusing people. I ain't never peeked in no windows.
Hi, Lena. Hey, I don't mean to keep bothering you, but I realized all I'd ever talked about is going for pizza, and, well, there's more than pizza in town. Well, not much more, but I was thinking you might like to get out for a bit. You know, that's fine. You're writing. I get it. So, yeah. Well, talk to you later.
I should have known better. You're kidding. Working. Do not disturb. Oh, for the love of... I'm working. Please just leave a note or something. Hello? Oh, fine. What is so... Hello? Hello? I cannot believe the insensitivity of some people.
Hey there.
What is your problem? Can't you take a hint?
Wait, what?
How immature are you anyway? Knocking on doors to get my attention, and you claim you're a writer, when any real writer would understand that I am...
Hold on. What are you talking about?
The door?
What door?
Someone has been knocking on my door and then running away. Real mature.
Wait a minute. Are you accusing me of knocking on your door and running away?
Well, somebody just did. And since you've been pestering me all night...
And you think... Oh, wow. That is amazing.
Are you denying it?
Have you looked outside? It's minus 40 with the wind chill. And I didn't knock on your door because I'm not 12, Lena.
Well, you could have fooled me.
You know what? Fine. Believe whatever you want, because we don't need to talk to each other anymore. Just call someone else next time you get sloshed.
There's not going to be a next time.
Oh, that's right. You finished the wine. All of it.
If for 1 second I thought...
Well, what is it, Lena?
Ben, where are you?
In my cabin. Where do you think?
There's someone at the window.
What?
I said there's someone at the window. Someone's looking in my window right now.
What are you talking about?
Ah!
Lena!
Go away! Go away! Oh, that's what got me in trouble last time.
Just a little bit to settle your nerves.
Okay.
Oh, easy. Easy now.
Wind's settling a bit.
Well, that's good.
Did you see anything?
Oh, well...
Just tell me, did you see anything?
Well, yeah, there's a pair of footprints under the window.
Oh.
Nice, man.
Well, what the hell do you want me to do, lie to her?
What were you doing looking in through the window?
What? Me?
Well, I didn't do it, so who else?
You know what, mister? You can just pack up your things and leave. I don't need to take accusations like that.
I bet you'd like that. Leave you alone with her and no one around for miles.
And why exactly? Do we know the peeping Tom wasn't you?
Because I was in my room. She was talking to me on the phone when it happened.
And cell phones ain't portable?
Both of you, quiet. Just be quiet.
Sorry, Lena.
Yeah.
I need to know right now which one of you did this.
Well, I didn't.
You saying I did?
Quiet! just be totally honest with me. Did either one of you look through that window tonight?
No.
I swear, Lena, I didn't.
Okay. I was afraid of that. He's coming for me.
What?
Who's coming for you?
You know. You read the first 3 chapters.
What are you talking about? You mean that old ghost story?
Yes, that old ghost story. Skeeter told me the story yesterday, and I've been plowing through it ever since. I haven't been able to write this fast in years.
Okay, but what are you saying exactly?
I don't know. I guess maybe some ghost stories aren't just stories. Maybe by writing this, I'm angering someone.
That's ridiculous.
Then tell me which one of you was outside my window.
You really think that was him?
Okay, hold on a second. Are you saying you saw a ghost?
Maybe. Do you have a better suggestion?
Don't you think it's a bit more reasonable to think you wrote yourself into a little hypnotic suggestion?
Hypnotic suggestion? I've been awake all night.
Well, you know what I mean. You've been writing for hours about a murderer peeking into your window. So you looked up, it was dark out, and you saw a shadow.
It wasn't just a shadow. He was staring at me.
Okay, but what is more reasonable, Lena? A 100-year-old ghost was at your window, or you saw a trick of the light? Hey, you know, I think it's a good thing, right? This means you're really in the groove. Your imagination is totally engaged.
Skeeter, how does the story end?
What?
The ghost story. Royal Mather haunts the shore, looking in windows. But how does it end? Is there something you have to do to avoid him? Does he only appear when you say his name in the mirror? You know what?
No. There ain't no ending. It's plenty scary to think of him looking in the window.
Then that's what I'm supposed to do.
I don't follow.
The story needs an ending, Ben. That's what he wants.
That's what who wants?
Royal Mather. He has another chapter to write.
Okay, Lena, I think you need to calm down.
You both should go.
I don't think that's such a good idea.
It won't be safe here when I write this last chapter.
What are you talking about?
You need to go.
Lena.
Both of you need to go. Skeeter, please.
Well, if that's what the lady wants.
Really?
What? You're afraid to be here alone?
Of course not, but she needs help.
All right, then. You let me know when you figure it all out. I'll be down at the lodge.
Do you believe that guy?
You should go too.
No, what I should do is take you out of here and go into town. You've got cabin fever.
You should leave.
Lena, you shouldn't be alone.
That's the problem, Ben. Whether you leave or not, I won't be.
Lena?
Yes, Ben?
Are you sure I'm not disturbing you?
Of course. I can type and listen at the same time.
Okay, right, look. These pages, this story is getting pretty gruesome.
Yeah, it is.
Are you sure you want it to end like this?
What I want doesn't matter anymore, Ben.
I think maybe you need to stop.
Funny you should bring that up, because...
You're finished?
Ta-da! Like a magic trick. Here are the last 2 pages. You want to read them?
How about we get some dinner first?
What's the matter? Don't you want to see how it ends?
Why so much blood?
I thought you liked horror novels.
Horror movies have gore. Horror novels are supposed to be, psychological? I mean, listen to this. Mather plunged the knife again and felt a rush of red-hot blood shoot up and splash him in the face. He had hit a major artery. The spurts continued, one after the other. Mather breathed the mineral iron smell deeply, then pressed his face down. God, I mean, this is disgusting.
It's how it really happened.
It didn't really happen. It's all just a story.
That's what they want you to think.
They? Who is...
Ben, I think you need to finish the book before you judge it.
I'll finish the book, but you need to come with me first. We need to get you some food.
Still pushing your pizza, huh?
I just think you need some air.
No. What I need is for you to read the conclusion.
Lena, it's
fine.
It's fine.
Then I'll read it. Eventually, their struggle stopped, and the only sound remaining was the steady drip of liquid falling from the edge of the bed to the floor. It was at that moment I rose up, feeling sated and full for the first time in centuries. I could look down on the lovers, entwined forever now, their glassy eyes staring up at me. And I could look down at the vessel, the one they call Mather. Our relationship was at an end, so he was beginning to go through that amusing process of waking up. Now he sees his wife, and the tears begin, each one tasting as sweet as a cherry from the tree. He sees the knife in his hand. Confusion, realization, terror. And even though I am sated, I want him too. Like a dessert after a large meal, I want him too. Just to have the final taste of sweet misery on my tongue. He looks down at his hands, his blood-covered hands, and he reaches for the knife. And yes, he steadies it, and yes, he will. He puts the knife to his own throat, and the joy overcomes me. Then the motion, the gush, and his fear is like sweet, sweet candy. And I will not need to feed again on his kind for decades. Well, what do you think?
Who's talking at the end?
Who do you think is talking?
Is that Mather? What character is that?
The only character that really matters. The hero.
I don't think it works. The story doesn't make sense. You can't bring in character at the very end like that. People will hate it.
Oh, don't worry. He's in the story. He's in it from the very beginning.
Oh, stop.
Stop what?
No, stay right there. Don't come any closer.
But Ben, don't you want to celebrate my triumph? Rebecca's son is dead. It's a new day for Lena Rubio.
Lena, will you please come with me into town? You need to get out of this cabin. You've been in here writing for hours.
I don't need to go anywhere, and to point out the obvious, neither do you. Don't be so scared.
Skeeter? Skeeter, is that you? Come on, man. It's open. Just come in.
He's knocking on the door, Ben. Are you going to let him in?
Am I going to let who in?
Yeah, that is kind of the question. Open the door.
I don't think I want to open the door.
Open the door, Ben.
Is that a knife?
Open the door, Ben.
Keep away from me.
Open it, Ben.
No.
Open it.
I don't want to.
Open it.
Well, why?
Because otherwise they'll never believe you didn't do it.
Didn't do it? Didn't do what?
This.
Lena! Lena! You cut your own, Lena! No! No!
The only way.
Lena! Lena? Where are you?
I'm here, Ben.
I can't see you.
I'm right here, right in the room with you, see? There's my body right on the floor. You made sure of that.
What do you mean?
Look down, Ben. Look at your hands.
The knife?
You're holding the knife.
But I didn't, I couldn't have. You killed yourself. I saw you.
Did you? Did you see me? They'll never believe you.
No!
And then you found them both this morning, just like that?
Yeah, just like I said.
So, we got your victim inside, throat slit ear to ear, and that's the writer lady from Chicago, right?
Yeah, that's what she said.
So this Benjamin guy does her, realizes what he did, runs out the cabin into the weather.
I guess. I didn't see any of that.
Oh, that's the story the footprints tell. Snow stopped about 1 a.m. That means his trail down to the lake must have happened after then.
You never saw him before this week?
No, he was just a guest. Up from the cities, I think.
Uh-huh. Well, his trail leads down onto the lake. Looks like he went about a quarter mile before he fell into the snow. Never even moved to save himself. Just lay down and froze to death inside an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, Skeeter. That just leaves one question.
What's that?
Over here by the window, there's a second set of footprints.
Oh.
You know anything about those?
Sorry. Those aren't from my boots. Those are older.
This has been Footprints from the Icebox Radio Theater, recorded live as it was webcast on February 28th, 2015. Your cast in order of appearance: Beth Nelson as the stewardess. Karen Schickel was Lena. Diane Adams played Barb. Tom Bement was Skeeter. Jim Yunt was Ben. And Jeffrey Adams played the policeman. Script and direction by Jeffrey Adams. Sound effects design by Dave Irwin. The sound effects crew was Dave Irwin, Piran Irwin, and Katie Nelson. The live broadcast technician was Will Davies. This program copyright 2015 by the Icebox Radio Theater, all rights reserved. Support new audio theater and live broadcasting at iceboxradio.org.